What up?
Again, people. I've
So
seen it with my own eyes. People will just turn and you be all good and
quality.
what?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Thank you to anyone and everyone who is checking in and clicking in.
Crazy.
I appreciate that. I'm at my homegirl Cassie's house. Shout out Cassie,
Cassie Hicks, Nurse Hicks.
Tayana, and family.
I'm Nurse Hicks.
Nurse Hicks
Mm-hmm.
and my children that are playing with the dogs and cats here. So happy Xmas. Are y'all opening gifts? What y'all doing? Drinking eggnog with alcohol? What y'all doing? Y'all making food? Y'all baking? Y'all cooking? I'm too sleepy. I'm not sleepy, but I'm gonna do it in the morning, man. I'm just gonna do it in the morning. You know what I'm making? I'm not doing turkey. We just had turkey, what, 2-3 weeks ago, and it took us like a week to eat it. I'm gonna make some lamb chops. That's what I'm gonna do. Lamb chops and broccoli, steamed broccoli, and some, maybe some either mashed potatoes or some kind of potato. And I made a sweet potato pie, and I'm gonna make peach cobbler. And I'm still coming to my homegirl Cassie house, and I'll bring cobbler. Yeah. All right. You want me to bring any other things? Okay. Okay. Anyways, so let's get to the topic. Wait. Oh, you already ate Hillary for Christmas? What up? What up, Rays? What up? Um. So I was watching. Okay, I hate to say I was watching TikTok, but I was watching some freaking TikTok, and there was this sister on there, and she was from Chicago, and she made all the sense in the world. She was like, "Have you noticed that they're saying that these, let's just say, agendas that they've been trying to push on people haven't been working on the level that they want? So now they're trying to be keeping us divisive, right? Keeping men and women angry with each other, right? So we don't procreate, or we procreate in a very survival unit type of way instead of like a family type of way. Part two is tomorrow. What are you talking about, Hillary? Part two of what? While you typing that in, I'm gonna say, just love vibration, man. Just love energy and respect. You know what I mean? This sister I used to build with, she said, I used to say, do you prefer love? Would you prefer love or respect? I know on Drink Champs they say loyalty or respect, and then they ask you to pick one. Happy holidays, Mario. Get in the show. What's going on? I told you about my whole girl's house. We chilling.
China military tells Russia we're come to support you.
Tells Russia. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not new. They've always been allies. Let me get that. We can't start tripping out, girl. We can't start tripping out now. My girl was reading that it said China supports Russia now. That's not new. Oh, the eating part too. Okay. What y'all making? What y'all eating? Mario, what y'all eating? Hillary, what y'all eating? I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing the traditional turkey. I forgot to bring the turkey. I'll bring it tomorrow. But I'm not making that. I'm gonna be making lamb chops.
Lamb chops is nice. I like lamb chops.
And we got some leftover curry chicken, so I'm gonna
nice.
have some of that. Chicken and rice. I made some curry chicken and rice last night. It's pretty delicious, I must say. I'm talking about food. I'm hungry. I didn't really eat dinner. I can't. I just had a busy day, man. I was working today, and then the interview with Micah Nine. Shout out. Hopefully you guys go watch it. It's pretty cool. He's a cool cat, very professional. And then I actually even performed, y'all. I performed a couple of my songs, and that was pretty cool. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, this stupidness that they're trying to force on it. Oh, roast beef. Ooh, roasted beef. She made roast beef. You hear me, Cassie? Roast beef, roasted potatoes, potato salad, fried rice, baked sweet potatoes, mac and cheese. Girl.
She did the damn thing. Huh?
Okay, so lamb chops, dressing, mashed potato.
Hey,
a little thing of mac and cheese.
what's going on down there?
Because we just had mac and cheese.
What is it?
Salad,
Are you eating my
broccoli.
What is
Maybe not broccoli. It might be cabbage mixed with spinach or something like that. Snack on. Dang, we didn't bring no snacks. We supposed to make the peach cobbler. Do you feel like making the peach cobbler? My son can, he can bake, yo. My son is a great baker. Baked chicken sandwich and organic salad. I'm not mad. Salad, banana cream pie. Did you make the banana cream pie, girl? I'm impressed if you did. So yeah, I made a sweet potato pie, and I'm gonna make peach cobbler tomorrow from scratch. Yes. Now, has anybody watched the Koala Harris web series that I have on here? He said, "Hell to the no! He ain't making no banana cream pie. It's way too much work. Go and get you a Marie calendars from the store." That's right. You know, I was gonna go get that kind of snacky stuff, but them lines, they was so long, man. I wasn't trying to do all that, waiting in long lines. Mm-mm. So, anyways, back to this. I mean, I pretty much said it. It's simple. Love and respect. Respect is very important. I think it's even more important than loyalty. I mean, loyalty you can't really have without respect. Is that right? Loyalty. Can you have love? I mean, can you have respect without loyalty? Can you have loyalty without respect?
You can respect somebody without trusting them.
You can, what was that?
You can have respect for somebody without trusting them.
You can have respect for someone without trusting them. I would have to agree with that. You know, because I actually do respect some people that I'm definitely going to keep at arm's distance because I feel that their ability to demonstrate respect in the way that I need, they can't do it. So I just keep them from my space. You feel me? That's how you got to do it if you want to live longer. Love encompasses it all, though. I used to think that. I used to think that. I don't agree with that anymore. You know why? Because I feel like love is an action word. It's a demonstration, not just a feeling. It's definitely a feeling, but it's demonstrated. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I don't get stuck in this roles stuff. Like your role is this, and we're oppressed. We don't have the luxury of having the goddamn roles. You got to get in where you fit in and partner up. Okay, that's how I feel. So if I'm working and you're not working, I feel like you should maybe help clean up, help cook, and I don't feel like it should be like I'm the woman and I have to cook. So that would be in my selection process, right? I would have to be with someone who would be willing to do that. Whereas I've been with people who know how to cook, but still want to play the role thing. I don't want to do that. I don't have the energy because what happened was I ended up cooking, working, cleaning, taking care of children, taking care of them. And then I didn't really have any energy for myself. And fuck that. Okay. I'm not your fucking slave. Okay. Nor am I your goddamn mule. Okay. So, but that was on me. That's why they say knowledge of self is the beginning of wisdom. Okay. That's what Krishnamurti said, because if you know yourself, then I would have picked better. I would have picked one who was closer to what I need, not just one. Like my daddy worked at a Jewish deli. He was the cook. I grew up with a man cooking for me. So for me to be with a man who has a problem with doing that, should have been my red flag. I shouldn't have got with anyone who is not the vision of awesomeness that I need, because then you just settle. You see that face? Did you see that? Settle. That's the ugly face. Settle. That's how it feels. Okay. When you don't select properly, when you don't select correctly. Okay. Part of picking correctly for you is knowing yourself. And part of that is knowing what you like and what you don't like. I know I don't like liver. Ever. I don't give a fuck if you fry it, bake it, broil it. My mama used to try to hide it in the fry it. You can taste it. You know what liver tastes like. The only way I'll eat liver is like liver worst. I will eat liver worst, but I will not fuck around with no fried liver or none of that. You like liver, Cassie? You like liver? A lot of people from the South like liver. I ain't from the South. I'm from Chicago. Okay. My grandma and them is from the South, but I like rib tips, pizza puffs. Deep dish pizza. You know what I'm saying? Fried chicken. I'm making y'all hungry. Liver is nasty. And it stinks up the house. Like when you make liver, it actually stinks up your whole house. It's an animal's liver. It's their filter. Why I want to eat their filter? You know what I'm saying? My bestie can make a bomb ass liver with saute. Okay, okay. Fine, Hillary. Maybe one day I might actually meet you and then I'll have a chance to try your friend's liver. But I mean, I'm open. I'm grown now. I was a kid back then. I didn't like beans when I was a kid either. You know what I'm saying? I became interested and started liking beans when I became a vegetarian. Then I started liking beans because you got to get crafty when a vegetarian. But I didn't like beans as a kid. I didn't like no black eyed peas unless you drowned it in hot sauce. But I mastered curry black eyed peas. That's my shit. You seen if you've watched any of my Koala Harris, I put that in the character. I had her making curry black eyed peas. But that is the business. Curry black eyed peas, curry anything. You know what I'm saying? But back to the relationship stuff. So we do know that all the different parts of people activity have been infiltrated to destroy our love energy and love vibration, love relationships. That would be education, economics, labor law, war, all that stuff. So in every factor, right? Like if you watch my podcast on prostitution rap needs to go away. I used the image of Nicki Minaj as an example, but not really. It's not really just about Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Beans are the universal food of the world. Every country of people eats beans, okay, of some sort, and that's what I tell my children. I say my daughter thought she was a big girl and it was a beans. I'm like, so we love black bean nachos. You put some barbecue sauce on it, cheese, salsa, sour cream. You're winning. You're winning. Okay, or refried beans too. Any bean with some chips, you win it. So I was telling my children that like beans are the universal food, man. But back to this. So crabs in a barrel. How does it happen? I think that a lot of times in this society that men, not just black men, but just men, I really don't. Okay, personally, I don't really get into the gender thing that deep. I think you either have good character or bad character. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you've got sucky character, you suck. Okay, because just like I know men who don't take care of their children, I know a woman or two that doesn't take care of theirs either. You know what I'm saying? So that tit for tat thing is a waste of time. Now, maybe it's just because I've been in women's circles lately, but I love hanging out with brothers. I like hanging out with men more so than women. You know, because their conversations are humorous, but I thoroughly enjoy my relationships with women as well. Like, I like talking to them about stuff or building on children's stuff, baking, cooking. I know that sounds cliche, but yeah, I do hiking. You know, I enjoy my homegirls too. But damn, I forgot. No, here we go. So to me, just based on my experience of hanging around both genders a lot, I grown to know that it's a character issue. They do the divisive thing, This system and these, situations we live in love division. They love it. They love it, right? Black, white, old, new, fat, skinny, educated, non-educated, right? Male, female, gay, straight, right? Did I miss one? Did I say old and young? Yeah. So once I recognized, they call it. Some people call it the what's that letter called? Oh my God, I can't think of it. Anyway, there's this letter that they claim was written in the 1700s. It's not a real letter. It's more of a theoretical letter, but it talks about these divisions, and it says that slave masters, sent this letter around. It's the divide. I forget what it's called, but it's just keep them all separated. Rich, poor, right? Right. So all these divisions, man. Um, Straight hair, curly hair, divisions. Okay. Whereas in return, they could just be differences, right? Things can be different. The world doesn't have to be the same. Injected, not exactly. That was a big one, right? Because people really outed themselves with their belief systems based on their actions in that, right? I had a lot of people judging me because of my decision. You know what I'm saying? And it's a waste of time because you need to do what's best for you. Okay. So I'm trying to tell other motherfuckers what to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, anybody live in California that's in the comments or the chat? Anybody? If you are you gonna go to Botox injections? It's just amazing how popular Botox is, man. I don't. Let me show you something. I once thought about. I can't even see it now because I'm in a different frame of mind. But I wouldn't even touch my face. But I got this lip thing. I was riding my bike with Lennox. Shout out Lennox. He has 5 brothers. There's 5 of them, 4 brothers. And again, I like hanging out with brothers. Sometimes they're all super fine, each one of them. And I like to ride my bike with them on, they're athletic. These Belizean brothers, you know what I'm saying? Lennox did some tracks on my Vows album. Anyway, they wanted to go see The Matrix. So I met up with them and we all rode our bikes to go see The Matrix to Santa Monica, right? And when we were riding back, I started singing to myself. Next thing you know, I hit or bumped into some. I still don't know what happened to this day, right? But I bust my lip, split in half. It like split, and then these teeth were flat in my mouth, and then my teeth were like this. I was fucked up, and I didn't even know what happened. And the girl, she was rollerblading. She was on the wrong side of the bike path, and I was trying not to hit her, and she would move the wrong way. I would move this way, she would, and I don't know what happened. I just know I busted my shit. And Michael Collier, okay, gave me really good advice back then, and he was just like, you know, I can help you maybe get your shit fixed, recommend something, whatever. So he recommended this doctor, but then it cost Cali here. Yeah, okay, Killary. South Central. Hey. So okay, are y'all gonna go to the Project Blow thing?
Oh, she put a time on
I
her.
thought about going to the Project Blow thing. I was about to go, but then I decided maybe I don't know.
Mine to be ready.
And my girl is super loud on the phone, but I'm in her house. Her rules. The cool homie, she's starting to cook. That's funny, that's old school, cooking on Christmas Eve. So she's gonna be cooking through the night. I love it. I love it. But that's do y'all have some comments or anything? I want to know what y'all think. I'm not gonna probably bring people on today because I'm not staying on here that long. Because you know what? We did it last night and I loved it. And it got really heated at some points. And then we went to sleep, but I still only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And then I had to go to work. I worked today. And then I worked. Then I came home, grabbed my equipment, and came over to my homegirl's house. So I haven't rested yet. I haven't really eaten dinner. It's been a long day. So I did, I was going to talk about that Tory stuff. There's like a trope going around about, you're either free Tory Lanez or you're, congratulations, Megan. They call them teams. And I don't think that, literally, last night was fun. Yeah. But I don't know enough about any of that to really like give my full opinion. But from what I've seen in the news and stuff, it appears that they shouldn't have had enough evidence to really give the brother time. Seeing that he didn't have any gun residue on the gun, and the girl actually did, Kelsey, she actually had residue on the gun. So that's kind of interesting to me. What did you got? What is this? Ooh, I love these. My homie gave me spinach quiche. She will get it off your plate. Don't trip. My son learning about how dogs are. He got his plate right there. You have to train him and say, sit. You got to say a little more aggressive, like, there you go. Yep. Very well trained dog. But you may, I mean,
The
you know,
walkie-talkies in-
where's Bill?
So, them two got walkie-talkies.
Bill.
And then the other two got
Anyway,
walkie-talkies.
these are bomb. Where y'all snacks at? Where's y'all snacks at?
What you mean?
We was chilling last show. Straight up.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. You on the phone while I'm doing this. And I'm okay with that as long as y'all can hear me.
So I'll see you tomorrow, right?
But are we sharing?
Nico
Oh, you got
wanna
your own.
see me.
Who that? Who that?
That's Kayla.
Oh, is that the home? Where's the homegirl that was in that Thanksgiving thing we did?
Yeah.
Do you have any of this?
Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, she over right now.
Take one. They're hot. It's hot. Take one.
They supposed to be sharing off that plate.
Oh, give me my back.
And then he thought that was his whole plate.
Give me my back.
I should have
I'm
said
kidding.
something.
I'm kidding.
I should have said something.
That's what mommies do.
So, no, Zoe.
That dog is sniffing.
No, I'm off until
Trying to eat that plate.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Anyway, what y'all eating on? Y'all not eating? Am I in Arizona?
Okay.
No, Hillary.
Okay,
I'm not in
then bring
Arizona.
my up.
What made you ask? What made you ask?
Mhm.
Not in Arizona.
I don't know.
I'm in Las Vegas.
Okay. Mhm.
What made you ask? Come type in, girl.
All right.
Or do you want to?
Okay, good night.
No, I'm not putting y'all on here today because then we'll be talking for 4 more hours. You know how we are. Anyway, don't believe the hype. As long as you talk with respect. And what is respect? It's an agreed upon style of conversation. Now, if you know that you're in a cipher of people who don't like cuss words, don't use cuss words. Okay? If you use cuss words and you're in a situation, in a business setting, I've heard people use cuss words in business professional settings, and they'll say, I'm just being myself. Nah, bro, that's very unprofessional. Don't do that. Similarly, when you're with your woman or your man. Now, if y'all both cussing, then you're agreeing on that. What's that like? What's what like? What's what like? These are good.
Pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my stepkids used to make that. Um, Cussing is considered vulgar to most people, so you shouldn't use it unless you're both in agreement of using it. Now,
Hey!
that's that Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are aggressive. They got the short man complex, short dog complex. But if you are just like using cuss words, and if the person tells you, hey, don't cuss at me, don't call me names, or don't call me out of my name, you have to respect that. If you don't respect that, then you're going to have conflict. Because if she licked the plate, I knew it. Don't throw that in the trash. Here's it's basic math. If you or the person decide that y'all gonna name call each other, you're going to have conflict. Definitely get the code by Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller writes in scientific terms why it is important for us to communicate with a code, a codified style of communicating, because if you don't, you will get fucked up. All other people have a code of language, a code of how they communicate. I remember my husband told me he went to Koreatown to some restaurant and he noticed how the people communicated with each other and how they communicated with him. They were respectful. They talked in certain tones. Their body language was a certain way. And we need to get back to that shit. Right? We're not using good manners right now. Chicks is out here doing too much. Acting quite wild. Very wild.
And then what's so crazy about it is everybody looking at us. Like, what y'all doing now? What y'all doing now? It's crazy.
Yeah, get the keys. I think they're in my jacket pocket. We all wear different masks with different people. I agree with that.
I'm the same.
We all wear different masks with different people.
Even at work, and then
I'm myself at all times. I am really. You know what? Wait, I just thought about that.
I am.
We all wear what I thought you meant by that is just like I don't cuss at work. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't. No, it's in my jacket, son. Maybe it's on my jacket. Is that?
Well, sometimes it depends on what's going on, motherfuckers. Oh, piss me off.
I'm myself at all times, but you don't have to cuss at when you're in professional environments or in professional settings. I said jacket pockets, and you have to wear a jacket. It's cold outside.
Wait, what do I do?
I'm only going out there for a second.
Jacket, no son. That's not. I don't use that jacket.
So are you done?
I think my children need my attention, so I'm gonna get off of here. But I think I said some things. Hopefully you got some pearls from it. Professional versus home versus friends versus like I don't talk. Oh, I mean,
Can you bring me a water?
bring you need a jacket, son. Son, you can wear my jacket, okay? No, hold that dog. We don't want him going out. Okay? Go in the front, like right here, Bill. Bill.
Sit. Don't yell at her. Just say.
Yeah, you acting scared, son.
Just say sit.
He's learning. You're learning.
So
You scratch your face, so you're a little.
Sit down. Sit.
Come here, Bill. Oh, I gotta get off here. I gotta work with my kids.
Come
You did a good job, son.
here, Joey.
Good job. You okay? Okay. Yeah. Respect is the key. That's all I'm saying. And The Code by Nellie Fuller. NeelyFuller. Get The Code. It's a good book to start with. Krishnamurti also. Krishnamurti is freedom from the known, right? Because a lot of people just literally live in fear. They don't step out of their fear, and they just tend to live in a fearful state at all times. I'm afraid I'm going to die. I'm afraid I'm going to get beat up. I'm afraid I'm going to get robbed. He's in the front, on the porch. I'll let him know you said that. Thank you. So Krishnamurti wrote this book called Freedom from the Known. And he talks about how it's important to, I wrote a song called Flow that talks about that. The first line is expectation. Yes, Krishnamurti. Except one word, but yeah. Expectation causes suffering, right? So you can't be putting a bunch of, this lady told me that before. She was there, I won't say her name. She ended up messing around with my dude, and that's why we broke up. But because I used to talk to her about my dude to her, and she used to be like, don't put any expectations. She was the fun girl. Don't put any expectations on him. Let him be. Da-da-da. But expectations really do cause suffering, because when you have these, I need this and they're supposed to do that for me, you're going to be disappointed. Freedom from the known. On that note, I think it's a Chihuahua. I'm going to get off of here. You guys, I hope you have a good holiday. I'm going to get off here. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Izzy, come on. Close it. Bill asked you to get him on too. I swear. Anyways, have a good holiday, guys.